Of all the Raider Nation Misfits podcasts, this is definitely one of them. You're tuned into the Raider Nation Misfit podcast, starring your host and national president, Sugar Free Joe Ramirez.
Sir, we got with us right now a special guest to a lot of the Raider Nation. If you don't know this man right here, you haven't been in the Raider Nation long enough. If you don't know who he is, you've been missing. You've been missing out. This guy has been a big influence in a lot of our lives and a lot and mine as well. I'd like to introduce you to Wayne Mabry. A lot of you might know him as a violator. I know him personally. His name is Wayne Mabry. To me, is Wayne. To my wife, he's Wayne because she's scared of him. Yeah, when he dresses up, so thanks for joining us, man. We also got our my Bullhead Prez Charlie. He's in Bullhead.
What's going on, brother?
We're about to get in some Raider Nation news, some Raider Nation just a bunch of stuff for the Raider Nation. See what's up with Wayne in his life. Much love in your introduction for that Hall of Fame and the Hall of Fame of fans, man. You much deserved. If they didn't let you in, man, they're crazy. That's just my opinion. But we're just gonna get into some stuff, man, right now. So what's up, Mario?
Yeah, absolutely. And we want to start off with our sponsors. Shout out to El Sabrosito Rico. Listen, man, Joe, what's your favorite flavor? Mine is Jolly Rancher. Which one's yours?
Man, that you know what? That mango and that watermelon, I can't even narrow it down. You know what I mean? I can't even narrow it down. I'll eat the whole jar. They gotta like pry it out of my hands for that stuff, man. If you drink some Modelos, if you're a Raider Nation, you got to be drinking some Modelos, man. You know that already. So we got that rim dip on deck too. You got that rim dip to go along with your beer while you're watching the game. Wayne knows about that. Wayne knows about that, sir. So we got that going.
That's what's up. So everybody check it out. IG El Sabrosito Rico, the only one. And also, Joe, let me ask you a question, man. If I'm throwing a party and let's say I want some hot dogs or some hamburgers and some tacos or whatever else I might think of, man, who should I hit up, man?
You know what? We got Misfits Kitchen. We don't just do parties, man. We do charity events. We do anything that has to do with kids. We go to community centers. We cook whatever. We got a lot of awesome donors that like to donate to things like this. That takes a lot of hard work, and it's a team effort over here. So Misfits Kitchen, hit us up, man.
Absolutely. And then everybody check it out. First of all, I want you to subscribe to the Misfits Booster Club channel. Make sure you hit that like, make sure you hit that subscribe, leave a comment on the bottom. And you got to check out one of our featured videos. And the main man is here. Make sure you check out the Misfits Anthem. It dropped, is hot, is fire. And the video's out too, man. The video was well done. So shout out to our Bullhead Prez. Charlie Boy, man, shout out to him because he really made it happen, and it's a beautiful and lovely situation, man. So you guys make sure you check that out. Now I'm gonna throw 4 letters at you, everybody. Listen, everybody, I want you to pay close attention. I'm gonna throw 4 letters: UCES. Real quick, Wayne, tell us what these 4 letters represent. UCES, because this is something that everybody, I don't care who you are, everybody needs this. What is it?
Sir.
Thank you, brother. Listen, UCES stands for United Credit Educational Services. We are a financial literacy outfit that helps people not only fix their credit, but also teaches them financial literacy, which most of us didn't get coming up through school nor from family. So we're at a big disadvantage. Check it out. If you need any of those services, just hit me up. I can give you all those good details.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot. And we're going to leave all that information on the link below. Okay. So listen, everybody, we're talking about your life here. We're talking about a second chance right here. Okay. So make sure you hit them up. Okay. Prez, you guys had a great event yesterday in Victorville. Just tell us a little bit about it real quick.
There's a good organization up here where I stay in the high desert. It's called the Family Assistance Program. They a lot of families go there when they need. It's pretty much it's all in the title, pretty much, family assistance. That's what they do. They assist families. They assist the homeless. I like to help communities all around. This is just one of them that we as a club help. Like I always say, it's not just a one man. It's just not a one man army. I got an army behind me of people, donors. There's some people that just don't like to be they don't like to be upfront, but they do want to help, and some people just don't know how to do it. So I like to provide a way to do it. I don't mind taking that on my shoulders to help people if I have to do it. And so it was a good event. We ended up giving some hygiene products and some lunches, peanut butter and jellies, just a basic lunch. But if I could feed someone's stomach and help them get clean for the day, feel good about themselves, it might help them get a job. It might help them speak to someone. You never know. You never know how you can help a person. Even a smile helps a person, man. So that's what we provide. We do our best in doing that. And we're going to continue that.
Yeah, absolutely. And real quick, and we'll wrap it up. Everybody, that Prez does the food pantry up in the high desert every Friday. Okay, so we'll have the information below. And your boy does the food bank every Saturday, and I will deliver a box of food anywhere in Southern California for free box of food, free delivery, no questions. I don't need explanations. I don't need nothing. Just hit me up and we'll get it to you. And that's it. Let's get down to it. First of all, Wayne Mabry, aka the Violator, thanks a lot for being with us, and congratulations, because we present in this podcast, man. We have a Hall of Famer. I don't know if a lot of other people can say that, man. Praise the Lord, we can. We got a Hall of Famer today, and not only that, this one was voted in by the fan. The people have spoken.
Yes,
Can
sir.
you just take us back, Wayne, on that feeling, that whole experience, and how all of that went down?
Well, I'm gonna make it real short and sweet, but that whole experience came up from an email asking me why I hadn't entered the contest for 2020.
Mhm.
And I'd had some bad experiences in the past. So I kind of left that alone, because I'm all about moving my life forward.
Right.
So anyway, it was suggested to just enter it anyway on faith. So I did that. Next thing, I get a film crew come out to my house from Fox Sports. And I'm thinking, okay, that's cool. So I get to talk about the nation and, my travels, this and that. Next thing I know, there's a knock at my front door, and I'm thinking one of my neighbors is coming over because they are so curious why all these news trucks are out in front. And so I'm a little bit pissed off because I got to stop talking. And they assured me that we'll pick up when you come back. This was all a setup, gentlemen. When I go to my front door, I didn't see anybody at first. Howie Long steps from around my garage, and my knees actually buckle a bit.
Yeah.
When I saw the gold jacket, it was just like, fuck, I've been set up.
Yeah.
They got me good, man. But I'm mic'd up for sound, so I can't say all of that. So I'm just like, man, this is bullshit. But anyway, having that guy at my pad, man, after knowing him from the 80s, it was just like a kid that loves to go to Disneyland. It's just like,
mind blowing. It's just mind blowing.
This shit is you start to feel that full circle of your journey. So he comes in and he's all smart. He says, look, I put your name in there because I felt you deserve this honor. And that just made me feel great, man, just to hear him say that, because most players don't feel that passion that we have for them, but to get it back from one, man, that blew my socks off, man.
Yeah.
And like I said, perfect gentleman, forget what you've heard. He and I have history, like with you guys, we have history, and you can't change that regardless of how you feel about us. It's a journey that we're blessed to walk and go on together. So he comes to the house and they do their filming, blah, blah, blah. I'm still just like pinching myself, like, and I played cornhole for the first time. You see that game out there at the tailgates.
Yeah.
Bean bags. I'm tossing beanbags with Howard, and I'm just like, dude, this is
Is this really
unreal.
happening? Like you're just like, is this a dream?
Is this really happening? Yeah, and I'm trying to beat it. You know what I'm saying? I'm competing against him. I'm trying to beat his ass.
Because you know he's trying to beat you.
He's trying to beat me too. And look, just a look in both eyes. Look, this is real. The camera crew is filming, but we're trying to beat each other, man.
Yeah, you're going at it. Yeah.
So you know, at the end of the day, when he left, you know, he says, and you know, we sitting on the patio, and I'm like, only thing missing is one of my cigars and some bourbon. But I knew he wasn't gonna do that on camera. But next time, he owes me that. So we would do that.
Yeah.
But I've got an invite to Fox Studios once, you know, the pandemic cools down and everything. He invited me in there, man. So I'm gonna hold. I know he didn't just put that out there because it's on tape.
Yeah, man, that would be mind blowing to have Howie Long in my house sitting on my couch. I don't even know what I would do. You know what? That I'm gonna compare it to. I'm gonna compare it to as fans. Look, as a fan, I remember I told you, Wayne, when I first saw you. I remember when we saw each other at the Veterans Hospital in Long Beach, and we were chopping it up. And I told you, you don't understand how much it means to me as a fan to meet the Violator. Because I remember, and we're watching the games in LA, and I see this crazy guy in the end zone foaming at the mouth, and he's just going nuts, man. And he's just like he's just like going crazy. And I'm like, hell yeah, that's what I want to be. I want to be a fan like that. I want to be crazy. And I remember you telling me. I remember asking you. I told you, man, what is it that you say? You know, what is it that you speak about when you're saying all those things? And I remember you telling me. And I remember you said your mama asked you the same thing, and then you told me, man, I told my mama, there's just some things I just can't repeat to you.
Right. Real talk, man. Real talk.
That's classic, man. That just stays in my mind when you told me that, man.
But you know what, Joe? To piggyback on that story, because that was just to feel that love, man. I call all of us, man. We're family. We don't just put that out there lightly. I try to live up to that. Every time I meet a brother or sister and we talk Raider history and experiences, dude, there ain't no price tag for that kind of stuff. And that's what we're trying to pass on to Generation Next.
Yeah. I feel you, man, because it just blows my mind sometimes that when to me, I don't really get I don't really get starstruck by celebrities because I just feel like they're just kind of fake sometimes, you know. Yeah. But for me, that was real. That was a real moment, man. And that was like, and I remember I'll share something with you. I was telling my boys, I was with my boys that day, my sons. I was with 3 of them, I believe, and I just kept like telling them, you don't understand right now. You know, you don't understand right now. You just do not understand what the feelings that are going through my mind. This is Wayne. And they're looking at me like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, but
I remember the looks. Yeah.
I'm just like a kid. Okay. Yeah, they're just like, okay. And I'm just like, you just don't understand. You know, you don't understand. So I take those little small memories that we had. And, you know, rest in peace, Papa Fred. That's our boy. You know what I mean? Papa Fred, that was our boy right there, you know.
We've had some stories, man. That good dude
man,
right there, man.
I love chopping it up with that OG Papa Fred, man. He could talk your ear off, man. And I loved him so much, man. That one hurt, you know. That one hurt right there, man.
Yes, sir. But you know what, Joe? That goes back to, and I don't want to take up the whole, but we all collectively have limited amount of time here on this earth to make a difference.
Yes, sir.
Whether you realize you are or not, we all put here to do that, make a difference.
Yes, sir.
And once you find purpose, regardless of the outside noise, and I'm speaking to everyone on this podcast, just do it from the heart. It will come out right.
Yes, sir. Yeah, exactly, man. And I always say, if you're not gonna do it, you're not gonna do something for me from the heart. Just don't do it at all.
Don't even do it.
Just don't do it, man, because I don't.
If you're counting favors, you know, it ain't worth it.
No, it isn't really.
I like that. We count favors.
Yeah, we don't count favors around here, man. And So anyways, what's the next topic, Mario? What you want to chop it up about?
Well, you know what? Today it's all about the violator. Like I said, for me too, I'm excited to have when you think of Raider super fans, maybe other than Gorilla Rilla, the most recognizable
Yep.
super fan. As you're driving up that 15, and you're getting into Henderson, going into Las Vegas, you see a billboard on the left, and it says "Two Legacies, One Future," right? And meaning the two legacies, meaning LA and Oakland.
Mhm.
Wayne, you were part of those two legacies. When you look at those old highlights, you see your likeness in all throughout the Oakland era, that second Oakland era, and then the LA area. What got you into your hardcore fandom, number one, and then number two, what are some, because you've been there for a lot of great us as Raider fans, man, we've been there for some glorious wins, and Lord have mercy, we have seen some bad losses.
Mhm. Yeah.
Tell me a memory that might stick out to you. So first your fandom, and then your memory. How'd you get started on your fandom, and what's a memory that might stick out?
Well, brother Mario, look, the fandom was something that I had since I was a kid. I was always kind of a ruffian, labeled as a weirdo, so to speak, because I was always into knights and armor.
Yeah.
And they couldn't, I'm in a small town in Mississippi, and nobody could even see that. But
Mhm.
I'm an artist by nature, so I never fit inside the regular box. I'm
Mhm.
looking at stuff on a different angle. So anyway, long story short, I've been watching football since I could sit up on the couch, and have seen all the teams, so I thought, until I saw this team
Mm, mm.
Mhm.
playing the Chiefs. And that's why I say, so when I'm asked who is my worst enemy, because I still look at the game as war, those
Yes.
are gladiators. We're the fans in the stands with the tomatoes if you don't do your job.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's my idea of football. Even though with all these rule changes, they call it entertainment, it's still war to me. Because
Yeah.
when you're at practice, ain't no glamour out there. They're getting ready to get busy. So anyway,
Yes, sir.
I've had that kindred spirit, so to speak, and always been labeled a small guy. Say I'm gonna walk soft and carry a big stick. You can't measure
Right.
heart. Ain't no machine in the world that can measure your heart. So
Exactly.
Yep, that's
LA
right.
Coliseum days, here's where it started. I never sit down in my seat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm right behind the bench. So picture this. You guys know the LA Coliseum. I'm right behind the bench,
Oh yeah.
about 6 or 7 rows up, talking shit, pumped up for the game. This is
Yeah.
what we come here to see, our
Yeah.
gladiators tear somebody's head off on the other
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, exactly.
Certain people sitting around me didn't feel that way. Why are you so loud? I'm like, because I'm trying to talk to my dogs right there,
Right.
Yeah.
And a few of them can attest to that. They used to turn around like, man, yeah, we hear you. And so they kept saying, man, you need to sit down, take a break, chill out. How the hell are we going to chill out? We got 3 hours to get this shit done.
Yeah.
And
There's no time. Yeah.
there was a couple of seasons that went along. So the off season of 1990, me and a couple of friends said, you know what? Next time we come in here, we're going to let them know how we really feel inside. And that's that game day intensity. So
Yeah.
I want to say this to say to all the characters, and I call us ambassadors.
Yeah.
As you notice, I always stay away from super fans. None of us are super. We're servants of God. We're ambassadors for
Sir.
this game.
Yes, sir.
And we're united under this shield. And I don't
That's
mean
right.
to preach, but this is
preach
my
on,
time
preach
to
on.
just
Preach
say
on, preach
what's
on,
on
preach on, my brother.
Man.
this
This
is
is your
time
hour,
to say
man.
what's on my mind right now, because there's
Yes.
stuff in the air that's really unsettling to me.
Oh yeah.
And there'll be another generation that'll come up and just be just twisted as hell if we don't get this shit right. And I'm just being frank.
Yeah.
If we don't get this shit right, it's gonna be a generation or two behind us that's just as fucked up and lost.
Exactly.
We're crusaders, man. And
Yeah.
and by you guys just talking about what you do in the community, I applaud you for that. I'm all about that. Giving back to show people this don't mean thugs deviants, low lives, and criminals.
Exactly. Thank you. Yes.
Huh?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna put it out there.
Yeah. You're right.
But anyway, Mario, backseat, I get off track, man.
That's okay.
That's
That's
that
okay.
passion, dude. That's you got my juices going. That's with that one question.
That's
But
why we
anyway,
made this show right here, man. Yeah.
so we decided that look, we're gonna come in the Coliseum, we're gonna change this shit, how these folks attend the game. So it's
Yeah.
all about getting the fans to look. Let's come together, whether you got money or whether you're the poorest guy or whether you're a guy cutting the fence to get in on the
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah.
Okay.
We coming in to see this.
Yeah. It's
Mhm.
all for the
Coming in
same
there
reason.
for this.
It's all for the
Same
same reason. Yep.
Same reason. But see, and we're still doing that. I'm gonna say 30 years later, that's still a mission, is to bring people together. Forget where you come from. When you come to this, let's unite.
Exactly.
And can't nobody touch us. Can't
It's all for
nobody
one
touch us.
reason. It's all for one reason. And I'm
All for the
gonna
shield.
I'm gonna piggyback off of what you said. There's a lot of stuff that is unsettling out there. There's a lot of stuff that it really is unsettling in the nation, and we all should be coming together instead of dividing. Because you're right. If we keep the way we're going, we're gonna mess up these new generation of Raider fans, and they're gonna think it's okay. So we have to take the lead, and we have to be leaders. We have to be leaders as it doesn't matter where you're from, what booster club you're in. It's all for the Raider Nation. It's all about the nation, and that's what it should be about.
One big ass family.
Yeah, it's one big family. I mean, when I go to a game, I'm like, I'm going to say this. Nothing's ever going to compare to Oakland. Nothing's ever going to compare to the Oakland tailgates, walking through those tailgate, man. You can see, hey, man, what's up, bro? Hey, man, I didn't see you last week. Or, hey, how's your wife doing? I saw you had a kid, man. Hey, they'll be saying, hey, you want some tacos? Or you want a burger, man? You want a beer? Man, I think if I go down one aisle, I'm already drunk and full already. You know what I mean? I'm already drunk and full already because I got a shot over here, I got a beer over here, and I got some tacos, and I still got I got a handful. I got a burger in my hand from another tail. It's just like that's the love. That's the love. That's the love that you miss, man. That's the love, and I hope that love continues in Vegas. I really do, man. I really do. But I remember you telling me, Wayne. You said, you know what? They're not ready for us. They're not ready for us in Vegas, man. It's a bunch of big wigs, and they're just not ready for us. And one thing that really does unsettle me is these prices, man. They're really pricing out a lot of hardworking fans, man. They're really pricing out these people, and it seems like it's on purpose or something. Like they just don't want us there. And I don't know what it is, but it really is unsettling because you got these prices. You can go to a game, man. I can go to a game with like 200 in my pocket. I can get a ticket, and I can with another 100, I could probably eat for like $40, and I could probably like spend another 40 with $200. I'd be good for the day. I'd be good in Oakland.
Come home with change, I call it. Come home with some change.
Yeah, man. Exactly. And now it just seems like the times, everything changes. Nothing stays the same, as you know. But I hope it gets better within time. Because these are unsettling times. And as you could scroll down on your social media and Instagram and Facebook, and you see this like back and forth, like bickering, and you're just like, you want to say, just stop this shit already. What is the problem here? And it's really unsettling. And how do you, I know you touched on it a little bit, but tell me, how does that make you feel? Like as an old school fan?
You remember that old commercial back in the day with the old Indian chief and all the litter that was behind him, and you see that one tear just streaming? That's how I feel right now.
Oh, man. That's a good analogy right there.
I'm just saying, I've had this feeling for a few years, man. It ain't just happened. It's been for a few years.
Yeah.
And because I've seen this develop.
Yeah.
My thing is, and if I'm speaking to whoever I'm speaking to, this is not about a competition.
No,
we try to go out there and fellowship, like what you said. My biggest thrills is to walk through those tailgate lines and have somebody that has never been there feel that love.
Yeah, exactly.
My brother is a new convertee to the Raider Nation because of that.
Yeah, you feel the love. My wife, My wife wasn't a fan of wasn't a fan. I told her, you know what? You got to go to Oakland before they move. Before they go to Vegas, you got to experience that. Man, I took her and it was nothing but love. Nothing but love. And now she's with it. I think she's louder than me during the games. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like I'm just like, relax, it's halftime. You know what I mean? Like, relax, it's halftime, woman. Like,
but all you need, Joe, is to get your heart pricked once. All it takes is that 1 ounce of this silver and black.
Mhm.
Either it's for you or you go the other way.
Exactly.
Now, but those of us who are here, let me put it this way, and I want to try to keep you guys' show as uplifted as possible. But listen,
Yeah, you are.
all of this, and I hear about it, but I never engage because I let people walk their own paths, and hopefully somebody intervenes or some voice. All it takes is a voice sometimes to make you pivot. I
Yeah.
don't mean do a 180, just pivot
Yeah.
from where you direction you're headed.
Yep.
We need to really practice more, preach more, and don't be ashamed to say it more. We need to unify. If you're all on the same accord, and I keep pointing at this because I want to drive that point home.
Yeah.
If we all about this, regardless of where we come from, and
Yeah.
you guys know what I'm talking about. It
Yes,
don't
sir.
matter what hood, what sector, all this woo woo woo.
Yeah.
We
It don't
one
matter.
nation, baby. We one
Nothing
nation.
matters. Nothing matters. It's one nation. We're one nation.
One nation.
The only
Al
nation.
said that.
We the
Al
only
said that
team
years
that's the one
ago
nation.
Yeah.
for one reason, man. United, global, and we are a global family. How many
Yeah.
teams can say that?
Yeah, it's
Global.
like it's kind of like when I go, and I always say this, like if you're wearing Raider gear and I see you and I say Raiders, I better get a nod or I better get a
Something.
That's right, or even give me the guns, man. Give me the guns.
Something. Yeah.
Something. Because if not, I mean, you're not with it. You're not with it. You know what I mean? Because we're old school, like LA, Oakland fans. You know what I mean? And this new era of Vegas fans, I don't know if they're with it like that. And I really hope they are, man. I really hope they are. Because I'm just these overpricing is really kind of tending me to feel like it's gonna be different, and it's gonna be different. Put it that way. And I just hope it's different in a good way. Yeah.
Well, you've heard that, Joe, and I know all of you guys on here have heard that whole ugly Santa's change the culture.
Yeah.
Now I can see that with the team, the players, yes, but the fan base, when you change that, you change this.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna put it out there.
Exactly.
When you change us, you change this.
Yep.
So because the prices come up. Look, I'm like homeless right now myself. I don't have one ticket, but I lean on my faith and my belief that I will find a way to get in. If I got to cut through the fence, I'm gonna be in because my duty is to represent. Once you pick up this cross, you carry that sucker till you can't.
Yep, exactly. Get to the finish line till the wheels fall off, Wayne.
Till the wheels fall off, and then you push the car after the wheels fall off.
I always tell my guys, we're gonna rock until the wheels fall off, and if it breaks down, we're gonna walk the rest of it. You know what I mean? That's how I always say that.
That's a mindset, Joe. That's a mindset that we want to teach our our generation next. I won't say youth, because some of these generation next we're talking about are adults, but they're young adults. We need to groom these guys. It's about this mindset. We ain't supposed to be. We don't supposed to be thinking about nothing but doing something under the table or violent or wrong. No. Get the hell out of here with that.
Yeah.
No, we have some of the most. We have some of the most creative fans I have seen around the league, and they get this because we always come up with something. We can take what this means to us and turn it 50 different ways, and it'd be like, "How the fuck are you doing?" Look, because we're expressing that passion for that.
Yeah. Us Raider fans, we express ourselves a little different. We're different.
A bit different.
We're
different.
We're different. And I speak personally. I try to make people feel different about us. You know what I mean? Like, because I've been a part of groups that are just like They as soon as you show up, they're like, oh damn, ah shit, here comes the Raider fans. They're gonna tear shit up. You know, they're gonna tear shit up, and because they see these guys looking all crazy, all masked up, and you're just like, hold up, man. We got a trunk load of gifts for you. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
we're good
Absolutely.
over here. We're good over here, man. Like,
we're the ones
you know,
donating the houses.
yeah, you know, exactly. You know, and we've all experienced that. You know, we've all experienced
I've seen that. Yeah, we've experienced that personally, and I've seen that several times. And it's just like, you guys are just like everybody else. You judge a book by the cover.
Exactly.
Here comes, we got a truck full of stuff for the kids, and you judging us by what we look like.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking of books, man, talk about your book that you have out, Wayne.
There you go.
Well, it's called The Walk. It's just a little autobiography of my journey from like that kid I told you guys about to right to 2019. It's that journey.
All right.
And it's a condensed version. It's not real thick with a bunch of BS. I had to leave some stuff out just because you don't put everything in the air.
Yeah.
But the man upstairs knows that's a labor of love right there. And it's some stuff that everybody doesn't know. I invite everybody to take a look at it. I've been like the underdog mentality since I was young, and I will go to the hole with that. But that faith in this, that what keeps me going right there.
Exactly. And that's why I, you know what I mean? I'm gonna excuse my language, but that's why I fucks with you hard, boy. That's why I fucks with you hard, man. You know what I mean?
Because, I love it, man. I love it.
You know, you inspire me, man, and I like to be inspired. You know, I like to have people around me that inspire me and that uplift me. And you're just one of those voices. You may not know it from afar. You know what I mean? You may not know it, but I'm gonna tell you right now, just seeing what you do and what you're about, it does inspire me, and it inspires a lot of other people around me. And I know that this isn't the first conversation that you've had of how you do inspire. And I know things like this, it keeps people going. You know, everybody needs to be inspired, man, because we all have those moments where we're just like, why am I doing this? Or why am I here? We question ourselves. We constantly question ourselves. And I've had those moments where I question myself, and I go to these inspirational people that are just kind of like, this is the reason I want to be like that. And I don't get jealous. I don't get jealous, and I don't hate it. It inspires me. Like if I see the Violator out there doing something cool, I'm like, man, I want to do that too. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it too. And it's not because I want to compete. That's what people need to take out of their minds. It's not a competition. It's more of an inspirational thing where I want to do it too. If I see another booster club doing something, hey, that's cool right there. I'm going to do that too. But people get it twisted. Like if you're trying to compete, it's not a compete. You're not competing. You're taking that inspiration and turning it into something positive. And that's kind of what I aim to do, is to people to realize that I'm in competition with nobody but myself, and myself yesterday, who I was yesterday. And if whoever I was yesterday, I'm competing with that person. That person I'm competing with, and I want to be better when I wake up. And when I wake up, it's a blessing. Every day you wake up is a blessing. And to me, the people you surround yourself is more of a blessing. And the inspiration that people bring to me personally, it really is uplifting, man, because we all have those moments. We all have those moments, and I know you've had those moments too, Wayne. You know, and it's just it's inspiring, brother.
I appreciate that to the heart, Joe. But let me say this: something you brought up that triggered something in me. Let's not put each other down to lift ourselves up. That's not the way you become lifted.
Yes, sir.
It's always reaching a hand back or an arm, locking arms. Let's walk this together. And you know, Joe, I'm gonna whisper in one ear or the other, whichever side you're on, while we're walking. Because I always got something to say. And it's always about planting positive seeds, man. When I hear these stories about one fan or one character bashing another, that's not what it's supposed to be about, man.
It's not necessary.
It's look, and take the high road. And that man, like I said, I don't want to preach tonight, damn it. Anyway,
You could preach, man. This is your forum. You can do what you
Thank you,
No.
bro.
I'm just saying, no, because we could go on and on, dude. But this is almost at critical mass right now.
Yeah.
Where I'm starting to get messages and calls, and people confide in me because they know I'm gonna walk the middle of the road.
Yeah.
If there's any beef left or right, I'll meet you back in the middle when you guys figure it out.
Yes,
'Cause I'm
sir.
gonna hug both of you and let's go together.
Yeah, because
That's just my mantra.
Yeah.
That's just how I am with it, man. Never met a Raider fan I didn't like, even the ones that talk shit against you for no
Yeah.
reason other
Yeah.
than talking shit against you. I've never seen nothing like it, but at the same time, it's such a beautiful picture because we haven't seen the complete picture painted yet.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I model what the things that I do over my inspiration, and I do go to certain people, and it just like it just blew my mind that when, like I said, I'll go back to when I first met you. It just blew my mind that this guy that I was a fan for. You know what I mean? Like I became you as a fan, and then as my favorite player. I'll throw it out there. My favorite player was Bo Jackson. Man, I love watching Bo Jackson, man. He would just run over people like no tomorrow. He didn't give a shit who was in front of him, and he was just going to run over you, and he was going to make his presence known. And that personifies to me what, as a fan and as a Raider, yeah, you're not going to care who's in front of you. You're going to go run over him, and you're going to go get it done by any means necessary. And that's what Raiders are. That's what Raiders are. And I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot, but what's one of your favorite Raiders, man?
Ain't no spot for you to put me on, brother. I'm going right to the shield. Look, I'm gonna put it this way. We've had different levels of talent, different levels of skill, different levels of mindsets where it is. I love them all because they all contribute to the overall picture, Raiders history.
Yes, sir.
We as a fan base are the same way. You see how I sidestepped that, Joe? There are no favorites.
Yeah, you went around that, and you did the fish, you did the swim.
Yeah,
you did the Matrix on it.
Yeah, Neo. But I wear 57. That's for Jerry Robinson because I wasn't going to be one of those fans pimped by the system, buying jersey after jersey as these players go in like a revolving door.
There you go.
I figured that out in LA. Forget that.
Yeah.
This shit costs too much. I'm just gonna be known by this number and to this
there
day,
you go.
Man, I
there you
stick
go.
with it. Just like when you pick this up, ain't no. I'm this year I'm a Raider fan. Next year I'm gonna think about it. Get the fuck off the ship.
Yeah.
Get the hell off the
Just
ship.
leave. Just leave. Yeah.
Just
we
leave.
don't need you.
Just
You're
leave.
gonna ride
back
with
to
us through the
mommy
bad times, and you're gonna ride with us through the good times.
Yeah.
If you weren't there for the
Or
bad
get
times,
off.
don't try to. If you weren't there for the bad times, don't try to get on when the good times.
When it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that, but you know what I mean.
But like I say, man, we look. All we do is keep extending love, and I'm talking to you, gentlemen, because you guys got me in goosebumps now. I knew I had a good feeling this conversation was gonna be real. You guys affirm that. So I'm saying to you, keep it positive, say it how it needs to be said, but then show it through your leadership, man. Whoever you're in communication with, show it through that leadership. That's how we keep planting those seeds, man, because these kids are watching us.
Yes, sir. They're all eyes are all Raider Nation youngsters are all on us, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We're loving it. Having a really great time. This is every episode has been my favorite, and this one is definitely no doubt. I'm loving it, because not only am I speaking, man, but sometimes you just want to listen to that wisdom, to that of that knowledge. And now let's get it, gentlemen. Let's get into some Raider business. So Violator, I'm gonna read something out to you real quick. Okay, we're gonna go into the draft real quick, and like you said. Right here, we're respectful, but at the same time, we tell it like it is. Whether it's favorable or non-favorable. So I'm just gonna read some facts right here. So, round one of offensive line, Alex Leatherwood, and they have him OL because he can play several positions on the line. Round two, we got safety Trayvon Morig. Round 3, we have defensive end Malcolm Kuntz. I think that's how you say his name. Round 3, we got the defensive back Divine Diablo. Round 4, we got the safety Tyree Gillespie. Round 5, we had the cornerback Nate Hobbs, and round 6, we got another lineman center Jimmy Morrissey. Now, just off the top of your head, can you help us out to give Mayock, in your opinion, how do you think he addressed the needs of the Raiders in this draft? What do you think?
You know what? I'm gonna give him a. Now this is me being hard on. I'm gonna give him a B-
Mm-hmm.
in the draft. Just me.
Right.
Now everybody, and even myself, when Leatherwood, I knew about Leatherwood, but I never thought we would reach up and get him that soon.
Yeah.
Great guy, because he played against a kid that I liked, which was Barrymore.
Yeah.
That's who I thought would be our first pick, a D
Yeah.
tackle. But you got to protect your investment. I understand how the game is, but defense is what's going to win us these championships that we've been missing.
Yes, sir.
And so they kind of pivoted from that and showed us that they are focused. They know what we've been saying. They know it even more than we do, because they're there with it every day. But they hear our gripes, because there's a standard that this means when it comes to that defense, especially. That's what turned me on. It's like, these guys whoop ass and they don't care.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping in our lifetime, and mine and yours, that we see that resurgence of that nastiness on that defensive side of the ball. I like the young guys, two in particular, the safety, Trayvon.
Morig.
I'd watch him a little bit. That's another hitter, see.
Oh man, yeah.
And by them getting that many safeties, now they picked up some in free agency. That's telling me that somebody's on notice. And you seen they released somebody this past week.
Yes. They released. Sorry, I have it here.
25. What was his name?
Jeff Heath.
Jeff Heath.
Yeah.
Yes. And one of the older corners that he's gone. So they're putting guys on notice. Now, Coach Bradley he's got no room for the BS. He's got to get this team, that defense, turned around and just start attacking folks. We played passive for like 8 years to me.
Yeah.
Passive football. We
go attack somebody.
We got to go and attack that. I wish they would put those banners up we saw in LA. Take no prisoners, seek and destroy. But I know that's socially unacceptable right now.
Yeah, that's old school.
That's
too, there, man.
Yeah, ooh, that's you kill somebody. Don't
do that. Ooh.
But look, let's think positive. This team is gonna make they're under pressure from us and the front office to take it up a notch. And as far as our quarter QB, now nobody mentioned that, but I think this is make or break.
Yeah, I really do. I you know what? I really like that safety from TCU. I really like that safety from TCU. I think he's gonna be, and I piggyback on what you said. I really think that Abrams is on notice right now. I really think it's Abrams on notice, but I like to give him the benefit of the doubt. His rookie year, he got hurt. His second year, that was kind of his rookie season. This right now is his second year. He's gonna have a full training camp. He's gonna have a full off season to get better. And I think he's really gonna benefit from Carl Joseph being back there, a veteran. I think he's gonna benefit from the rookie coming in. I really think he's gonna. I think they're gonna put Abrams in the box a little bit more. They're gonna put him in the box. I think they're gonna bring him down.
In the box.
Yep, they're gonna be in a box, and I really like that other one they picked up, Diablo. I think he's gonna be kind of like a nomad out there, like free for all. You know,
free safety, Charles Wilson type.
Exactly. And I really like these young. I really like those youngsters, and I always stay positive. Every Raider that gets drafted, you want nothing but the best for them. You want nothing but the best for them. I want them to succeed. I at first, just like all the nation. I don't know, maybe half of them, but I was surprised by that Leatherwood. I was surprised by
Yeah.
him. I was surprised, and I remember even saying something like, "Who, like what, Leatherwood, like Leatherwood?" You know, I like, you see the draft, you see the who they might pick up, and I saw his name out there, but I first I thought, okay, it's a little bit of a reach. It was a little bit of a reach. You know, but then you kind of sit back and you're just like, okay, well, we do need to protect, we do need to protect Derek Carr, and so they do need an lineman. He was one of the best linemen in the draft. You know, very highly rated. You know, he has all the skills. He's a big boy. He's a big boy with some long arms, man, and that's what they look for. I think him and Colton Miller on that line. I think Hudson was a big loss. I think Hudson was a big loss at center, man. I really like that guy. I really like Hudson, man. He was a big loss, I feel. But they had to replace him with like three guys just to see who can replace him. One guy they had, you know, they're trying to replace him with three, you know, and that just tells you what kind of a man and player that Hudson was. He was, you know, but I kind of give them, I'll piggyback off you like a B, you know, as a high C plus, a B, you know, but it's kind of hard to grade it because only time is going to tell. Only time will tell how it's going to play out. You know, I mean, you could be Max Crosby was like a fourth or fifth pick,
Fourth round.
fourth or fifth round. I mean, and he's a stud out there, you know, but he needs help on that line. He needs help on that line. Yeah, he does, man, because they're double, triple teaming him. They got the running back kicking out on him, and he's just struggling out there, man, because he has no help. So I really like the defensive. Our offense wasn't really the problem, you know, but I really think that defense needs to step it
we
up.
could score with anybody, but we couldn't stop anybody. So, you know, it's like a double-edged sword, a razor, and you're gonna stick it in your mouth. You're gonna get cut on either side. So it's like, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But we understand as fans, and I hate when they try to belittle our thoughts, because we're sitting there watching, whether we're there or at home. We're watching this intently because this is part of us. This is part of the crest that we carry in the community every day. So it ain't just, oh, when the game's over, I'm gonna go shower up and get in my Lamborghini and cruise off into the sunset. No, we got to hear this. We're the one that hears all the BS, whether we do good or not. People love to just crack on us, but we all know why. All of us here, we know why.
Oh yeah, it's always pick on Raiders every year. It's always pick, and that's why that brings back to the point where we got to stick together. We got to stick together. We're stronger together. We're stronger united. We show up somewhere. We need to be strong. We need to be like, we're here, and we're here. Hear us roar, pretty much, man. Hear our mighty roar. Hear us out there. We're Raider fans, and we're here to stay, and we're gonna win, and we're gonna will our team to win. You know what I mean? And that's what it's about.
That hat that you're wearing right now, Joe, I'm just looking at it as you speaking, brother. But see, that says it all right there.
Yeah, Misfits.
We don't fit. We don't fit in where you want us to fit. We're misfits.
We're the one. We're the fans that we're exactly. And that's what we are, man. We're a band. The Raiders are just a band of misfits. They're a band of misfits, and they're just brothers that just got that nobody wanted, that everybody counts out. Yeah, everybody counts out the cast-offs, you know, and the black sheeps, you know, and we're just a band of misfits, and that's pretty much what we are. But at the end of the day, we're all good people. It's just society that's looking at us a certain way, but don't live up to what society thinks that we are. Don't live up to that. Don't live up to that. You know, just because they see you a certain way doesn't mean you have. Doesn't mean you have to be that way. You know, come on, feel better. You say
believe the hype. I hear it. Don't believe that hype.
Yeah, don't believe it. You know,
come in and break bread with us. Yeah, come break bread. Come fellowship with us, and you'll leave with a different mentality. Reason I bring that up because I've had fans from other teams that have visited with me over the years. And their own compadres told them, "Don't go over there, man. They're gonna fuck you up." Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I get emails and letters once they go back to their respective cities that they had the best time with us that they ever had as fans.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I look forward to meeting people. I love meeting new people. I love meeting new people. I love talking. I love socializing. I love networking because, you know, when I'm in your city, if I go to New York or Buffalo or something and I'm in your city and I know a Buffalo fan, hey, man, are you guys getting together? Can I go down there? You know what I mean? Can I go down there? And I want that fellowship, man. I want, hey, yeah, come over here, man. We're barbecuing. Come down. And yeah, they're going to razz me a little bit. They're going to talk, oh, man.
That's part of it.
But
Yeah,
that's part of it. But that's the part of it because I'm going to razz them right back. You know what I mean?
That's the part
I'm gonna talk shit to them right back, but that's the love. You know what I mean? Because
that's the love right there.
As the way I was brought up is it's called clowning. I mean, if I'm clowning you, and if that means I like you. You know what I mean?
Like
that means you're cool with me.
If you don't say nothing, you better watch out. If I ain't saying nothing.
That's what I always say. If I'm quiet around you and I don't even try and talk to you, that means something's wrong. Like I'm not feeling your vibe or something.
I ain't feeling your vibe.
I'm not feeling it. But if I start cracking jokes on you and tell you, oh man, you're drinking water. Come on, bro. Come on. Your wife doesn't give you permission or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? You don't have permission. You know, then
real
I
talk,
like you,
baby.
Bro. I'm feeling you.
Real talk.
I'm feeling
talk,
you.
Man.
So that's kind of like I like that back and forth with fans. You know, but when it can go a little too far, but you got to cut it off. But I mean. I like that back and forth.
You know what, Joe? The real ones never take it. They never cross the line because they know it's about respect.
Oh, yes,
they never cross the line. We can talk shit all day, but if I never cross that line, you never think about, man, I'm gonna knock you. You don't go cross that line because the line is there and everybody knows it, whether it's unspoken or spoken. You don't cross that line, and you can talk. Real fans can talk football all day, even after the game is over.
Yeah. I love, like I said, you could sit there and you could say, hey man, give me your, you know, I could talk, hey, who's your best player? Let me match up your best player against our best player. Bring it, bro. You know what I mean? Like how many Hall of Famers you got? Let me hear it. You know, I mean? Like, we can go on and on. I could razz you all day, but doesn't mean doesn't mean I'm gonna hate you personally. It just means I'm giving you a hard time, bro. Like
it's what comes with the game, man.
Life's too short.
But you know what?
You know what I mean?
I want you guys to say, just keep saying that out loud, because as you speak it, you give it life. So keep speaking that. You guys are inspiring. See, more people need to tune in to this kind of talk. Forget all of the BS that goes on. We're talking about fixing our family. So
yes, sir.
That's more important to me than all this other stuff, man. Whether we get another Sandow, the nation has to come together and heal itself.
Yeah, we do. We got to heal it we got to heal from within. You know what I mean? We got to heal from within. And to me, I always tell my guys, and I always say, you know what? Communication is a big deal. Communication is the key. Communication is the key, because I tell my brothers and my sisters, you know what? On my Misfits, I tell them we're not always going to agree. We're not always going to agree on it. We're different people. We're not always going to see eye to eye. But guess what? We come together and we talk about it. We meet 50-50. We meet halfway. It's done. We're good. We're good, man. We're good,
absolutely, man. Absolutely.
We're grown men. We're grown adults. As last time I checked, and we should be able to communicate about it and just kind of and move on, because we're not going to agree on everything. Even in the world, no one agrees.
Absolutely, man.
But it doesn't mean we have to spew that hatred. You know, it doesn't mean we have to spew that hatred out just because you don't agree with me. I'm not going to, just because your favorite player is Jack Tatum and mine's Bo Jackson, doesn't mean I'm going to start spitting hate at you. You know what I mean? That makes no damn sense. And I don't know what sense that people feel like, in what world their world, I guess, they feel like it's okay. And it's just not. And but like I said,
well, I tried my mantra doing and the rest of you guys is, if I don't have anything good to say, I keep my mouth shut.
Yeah.
That's what I practice.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's true.
You put it in there, you can't snatch it back. You know, once you breathe out, you can't suck that same air back in.
No,
so careful what you put out in the air.
Once it's out there, it's out there, man. You can't bring it back. You know, you can't bring it back. But anyways, man, I mean, we can go on and on about that subject.
But like, let's just keep uplifting each other, man, because that's what this is about. You know, that's the real of it. I appreciate you guys for even touching on it. because it needs to be said more often than it is.
It
Yeah,
does,
absolutely,
man.
man. Yeah, this is I mean, that's what this show is all about. It's a platform for the real fans. And you know what? Just as we're coming into this last segment is sponsored by eNFERMO Productions, man, for all of your audio, video, recording, engineering needs, man. Get at eNFERMO Productions because they're gonna make it happen in a real way. And the schedule just came out. And let me just read it out real quick. Okay. The preseason, the dates are to be determined. You know, we have Seattle. We got one against the LA Lambs. Okay. And we got one against the Santa Clara 49ers. Okay. All right. And then week 1, Monday night, man, Baltimore. And then week 2, we got at Pittsburgh. That's a huge game right there. Week 3 against the Fish. Okay. At home. Okay. Week 4 is a home game here in LA against the Chokers, right? Week 5 we're playing against the Bears, right? Week 6 against the Ponies over there. Week 7 against Philly Eagles. You know, week 8 is the bye, and that's a weird one, a bye on Halloween. I don't get it, but anyways, week 9 we're over there at the Giants. Week 10 against the hated Chiefs. Week 11 against Cincinnati. Week 12, Thanksgiving at what's the name of that team? Man, I'm not even gonna mention them. But anyways, that's week 12, Thanksgiving. Week 13 against the Washington football team. Week 14 against you know, the little Chiefs, the wannabe Chiefs. Week 5 against the Browns. Week 15, week 16 against the Donkeys, 17 against the Colts, and finish it up against the Chargers. You know, we're going up against some of the big fan base, so-called big fan bases in
Yeah.
the country, and I rattled off a couple of them. Wayne, just tell us, man. I know we're looking forward to every game. Is there one game in particular that you got circled on your calendar?
Monday night in LA.
Oh man, we cannot wait, and that's the one that I got too.
That's a big one.
Yeah. Definitely that's a home game, and you know, we're just gonna let everybody know that this was the city that they definitely should have put the Raiders in, but it is what it is, man. What about you, Charlie, man? What game do you got circled on your calendar, brother?
To be honest, bro, I kind of really want to make it kind of a thing. Like, I know all the guys are going. Was gonna probably be the one the Texas take over, man. You know
Dallas,
what I mean?
yeah,
And,
man.
yeah, that's you know
Yeah,
what I mean.
Dallas.
It's kind of because also my boy, you know, one of the soldiers, you know, Abel. Pretty sure you guys met him. You know what I mean? Well, homie Vega. So he's gonna, you know what I mean? He was a Cowboy fan, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got
Made
you.
him-
Yeah, I
made him
remember
change to the
I
Cowboys.
remember meeting them first, and we turned them. Remember?
Hey,
We
like, what the hell?
we
I
made
was
them
like-
tuck. We made them.
I was like, bro, you're a tuck that shit in, bro.
But
But you know what I mean? He came to the darkness.
yeah.
He realized, you know what I mean? And he even said himself, he was like, man, he goes, you know, it's a big family. He goes, I walk him, you know what I mean? Even though he had that on, he still walked him like a brother, you know, and, you know, and he opened his eyes too. And that's one thing he's like pushed it to me too. He wants to go. So I feel like, you know what I mean? That's my opinion on that game.
Yeah, that Texas takeover, man. Shout out to my TNBC brothers from the Nation Booster Club throwing that Texas takeover in Dallas.
Sure.
It's going to be a big event. I got a lot of people. I mean, I'm already booking my flights and my hotels over there. I personally have never been to Cowboy Stadium. That's just an experience that I would like to experience, to be in there just to see it, to say I've done it. You know, as a person, I feel like you should be able to say those things when you get older. Like, I did it, I was there. That's always a good thing to show the next generation. Get them out there. You know what I mean? To get them out there. That's a big.
Inspire them.
Yeah, inspire them to do it. To do something like, hey, walk in my footsteps. I was there. I was representing. Don't, you know, you could do it too. It's not that hard, you know. And so that's kind of how. But that's a big game for me too. And that LA one, man, that's gonna be popping over there, man, because that SoFi Stadium, that's a really nice stadium. I give them that. That's a really nice stadium, bro. That's state of the art. But we're gonna black that out, man. We're gonna black that shit out, and it's gonna be cracking.
Hey, Joe, but it ain't the Death Star, brother. It ain't the Death
Oh
Star.
no, nothing, man. I don't know if have you gone on a tour yet, Wayne?
I've been in there. Just went draft weekend. Yeah. Look, man, I was salivating. I started yelling in the hallways, and the tour guy was like, "What are you?" I'm like, "This is multiply this times 64,000 fans.
Yeah.
This is what it's gonna be like."
Yeah. You don't even know what's coming. You don't even
You
know the thunder that's coming, bro. You don't even know the thunder. You know what I mean? Like I was walking through those halls, man. I was like, I went to Mark Davis's suite, and I wanted to sit on his chair so bad. I wanted to sit on his chair, but they said, "You better not." And I was going to do it. I was going to do it, but I said, "Nah."
But you know what? That's we're living to see Al's dream come to life. Think about that.
Oh man,
we're seeing Al's dream come to life. I've been inside that beast, man. When the family can come in, oh my God, but like you say, it's not going to be cheap to get in there. That's the sad part of it. But that's the reality of the business of the NFL.
So that's the business side. It's gonna be expensive to get in there, but if you're blessed to be able to be in there, it's gonna be thunderous and it's gonna be a beautiful sight to see. Because I remember, when I went on that, they let you on that field, man, I didn't want to get up. I was on that shield. I laid there, and the lady was like, "It's only 5 minutes, sir." And I was like,
"Yeah, we gotta go. Yeah, we gotta
go." So I said, "You know what?" Babe? I told my wife, Take me as I run down to the touchdown. I'm gonna act like I'm running down the touchdown, and I'm gonna run to the black hole section, because I ran. I said like 15, the 10, the 5, you know what I mean? And I jumped in the touchdown and I felt like a little kid. People were staring at me, and I didn't care. I did not care.
No, you don't care. You don't go in there and care.
I did not care at all. I was like, you do not understand as a diehard fan what this means to us.
Exactly.
To us, this just means everything.
But that's what we're bringing to that city, man. And like I say, we're going to grow on them, but they don't understand it because they haven't seen it up close yet.
Yeah, absolutely. Man. Absolutely, no doubt. Looking forward to this season, man. It's super excited. We can't wait. And, hopefully everything comes together. Gentlemen, I feel like we can go talking all night. But we're gonna be back next week, and Hall of Fame Raider supporter, right? Wayne Mabry, man, we want to thank you for being on here, right?
Thanks for blessing us.
And
also, I want to speak on behalf of the president, and hey, man, just invite you to come on every week. Whenever you want to come on and talk Raider football and be part of this,
I appreciate the invite. Just send me a link, man. I'll be on.
I mean? Like I got nothing but love for you, Wayne. You know how much I love you, my boy. You know how much I love you.
I got you.
That's just straight, man. That's straight from the heart, man.
Strength and honor, man.
Whenever I see you, I give you the biggest hug, bro, because that's love. That's love. That's real. That's real love, bro. And thank you for blessing me and blessing us and coming along. Because I could talk to you for days, bro. I could stay on here all night.
We know we ain't done yet. We ain't done right now, but hey.
Yeah, we can
say something for next time, man.
Yeah, man. I can keep on going, and you can tell me every life experience. That way I can learn, man, because I'm constantly trying to learn, bro. But thank you for coming on, man, and I really appreciate it. Until
my pleasure,
open invitation.
Thank you.
Like you guys, like I say, just keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm really inspired just by you guys' conversation because it's real talk. It's just like we're around the grill right now, just talking, having a beer and a cig, man.
Man, that's the best. Those are the best combos, man. Those are the best, realest combos. There's nothing fake about that. It's all family, just talking. It's just family playing. It's just family playing dominoes and losing.
Oh, yeah.
All right, man. We're gonna check out, but Wayne, I love you, brother, and we'll get together soon.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, brother.
Appreciate you guys, man.
Yeah, and everybody, don't forget to check out, man. It's the hottest Raider song out there. Okay, my guy Charlie Boy, he put out the Misfits Anthem, and it's a banger. Okay, and it's a hot one for the summer. So everybody, make sure you check it out, add it to your playlist, and spread it out. Everybody, on behalf of the Raider Nation Misfits podcast, on behalf of Bullhead President Charlie Boy, on behalf of the
Yes,
Violator Hall of Fame Raider fan Wayne Mabry, and on behalf of the National President Sugar Free Joe Ramirez, it's your boy, the band himself. Hey, everybody, let's send them out with the Raiders.
Raiders.
That's what's up. Hey, we're gone.
All right. Get a